Good job, Larry.
Yo, we are back.
You're doing good.
Blunt Kings Podcast, episode 46. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Val. And as always, it's my boy.
Hey, Omega with the funky dough flavor, a.k.a. the Funkle, the Drunkle. You already know what it is. 46. We in the mix there, you know what I mean? Another episode of Blunt Kings, you know what I'm saying? We so blessed to have y'all tuning back in, you know what I'm saying? As we get it back in, you know what I'm saying? We got something to bring up, you know, from maybe even back then, and probably some new shit for you.
We're going to be talking about Charlamagne Tha Fraud, you know, Kanye's sky projection theory, Dame versus Jay-Z, and hip-hop's biggest secrets tonight, Omega. But before we get into that, this episode is brought... Clip this, Opus Clip. This episode is brought to you by Bizcochitos, the illest brand in New Mexico. We're going to be doing some apparel drops throughout the summer, throughout the winter, throughout the fall, so be a lookout for those. We're also brought to you by High Desert Relief. Make sure you guys go check them out. Pod 5 off to get $5 off any location, any purchase. We're going to be smoking on some of that, you know, Tropicana 8 number 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or Tropicana Cherry number 8. I'm so sorry. We're also brought to you by Polite's Bodega.
Where you can get all the exotic blunt wraps, backwoods you need. You know what I mean? Best in the city there. They got some glass there. They got something for that ass there.
Rigs.
You know what I mean? If you're looking for an accessory there, or maybe just something real convenient for you at the moment there, go check them out. You know what I'm saying? They're going to go and hook you up. Tell them, hey, Omega and Val sent you.
I even saw these dope pendy candles that they had. Like you burn the candle all the way down and then there's a pendy in the middle. So you guys go check it out. They have a bunch of like innovative stuff, new exclusive things. We're also brought to you by Ism clothing brand. You know what I mean? We got one of their newest drops right now. It's the clothing brand that makes your clothing brand a clothing brand. So if you need a one and done, make sure you guys hit them up. If you guys need 1,000 for your merch booth, make sure you guys hit them up. We're also brought to you by X7 Supply and Lotus Fightwear. Make sure you guys go check them out if you guys are looking for some active wear, some comfortable fitting stuff while you guys are in the gym. And with all, what is it? With all dues side or with all side of dues or whatever the fuck they say. Let's start the show.
Yeah.
Omega.
With all said,
I can't go down. I'm going to be indicted.
Indicted. Yo,
All
for
right.
real though, man. No, but I mean, all those sponsors there are coming through with some really great stuff there. You know what I mean? I advise all of the, you know, our viewers there to go check them out there. You know, just give a little bit of their time. I think they might have something for every one of our viewers out there.
Episode 46.
Definitely.
It's your homie Vile. It's my boy Omega. Shit, we got a bunch to talk about. Before we start anything though, Phoenix flexing, bro. He dropped this new track. I know this is a little off topic, but we talked about this a little bit before the show, and I threw a little sound thing in the soundboard because I do want to mimic the song that he came out with. You know, Phoenix flexing, Shoreline Mafia. He's known for making, you know, that gritty street LA type shit, right? But now he came out with like something that sounds like it's from the 80s. I don't want to play a clip of it because I don't want to get flagged, but we do, however, have a type beat. And me and Omega are going to remake the new Phoenix flexing song, Rubbers. So this is the Rubbers remix by Blunt Kings Podcast. I'm going to pretend like I'm Phoenix flexing. Okay. Yo. Jelly beans and Afro sheen, we do it oh so right. Blunt Kings and we smoking blunts, we do this through the night.
I'm the kind of guy that thinks that you were doing me wrong. Over there, I saw the writings. You were chalking it on the wall. Chalking it on the wall. Yeah.
Stacks on the table. They left my racks on the table.
Then I was gone, just like a ghost up in the night. You don't know me, I need my stacks, I need them right. Come to LA, you know the city of weirdos.
I went to Hollywood.
That's all you know.
That's all you need to know. Nah, Phoenix flexing, that shit's whack as fuck, honestly. I guess if you're on the right type of substance, it's like a really good song, but I guess I haven't experienced this song.
The thing about this shit,
I just don't know where hip hop is going right now.
Man, the thing about that Chaps My Ass though is fucking last year, you had a fucking #1 song for the summer. You coming out with that remix of Rockin' in the Street,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
to the funky. You know what I mean?
And now they're doing like the
funky
80s
little beat,
cocaine
you know what I
vibe
mean?
shit. Yeah.
It's like Ben Phoenix Flex, because I've been flexing, and it's like, yo, man, Quit doing DMT, dog. Quit doing hard drugs, bro. Quit listening to the Vice City soundtrack from GTA.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
It's
Like,
too crazy. All right, but anyway.
that's fucking a wild rant there. That's a wild rant.
Moving along.
Episode 46.
Our real opening topic for Blunt Kings podcast. We want to give an opening shout out to Big K.R.I.T. 14 years ago this month, you dropped live from the underground and giving us an instant classic to bump throughout the years. Definitely doing his thing right now. A Omega, you know a little bit more about his touring and all that right now.
Oh, yeah, man, for sure. He be killing it right now there, you know what I mean?
South,
Shout out to Big K.R.I.T. there, you know what I mean? Live from the Underground came out 14 years ago, you know what I mean? Just real monumental with me, man. Shout out to your boy, you know, Big Country Boy, Big K.R.I.T. there, third Coke representative. You know what I'm saying, man? He getting down for the Mississippi, man. You know, crooked letter, I hump that, crooked letter, I. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he be touring. He be doing a lot of shit right now. They're out in Kentucky, doing a lot of tour there. But, you know, his new album's out right now, you know what I mean? Been a while for him there, you know what I mean? He was real heavy up in when like Kendrick in like 2012 and 2014. I remember he did that one crazy ass episode for, I think it was the MTV or BET Awards, where he came out dressed like a cop there because it was like the time when George Floyd got hooked up. And so and he just went like super hardcore with it like that. And then I know Kendrick was there at that time. And you know what I mean? Like that was a crazy one. But yeah,
shout out to Big K.R.I.T.
Yeah,
he's always being an activist in his own way. He's taking over the South right now. He honestly doesn't need the mainstream to be doing what he's doing right now. He's on such a stature that
he's just in the South, man. He
able
ain't
to
coming.
make money wherever he's at in the South. Yeah,
he ain't coming over this way, folks. What he's doing, he's taking over his camp there, making sure he's nice and secured, making sure his stable's nice in order. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that stable's nice and in order.
Hey. All right, we're gonna jump into some hip hop questions. It's time to get to know your Blunt Kings host. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that I want to know about this guy that you guys might want to know. Certain things you guys might want to know about this guy that you guys don't know or he don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna jump into
spigot of that spigot. You know what I'm saying?
Hip hop question number 1, A Omega. If you could witness one moment in hip-hop history in person, what would it be and why? Like the birth of Def Jam, a legendary battle between rappers, or a classic album being recorded in the studio session. What would be one of those pivotal moments in hip-hop that you wish you were present for?
For me, I don't know if you thought about this there, but I've been dwelling on this one for a couple of days on this one there. I was thinking there that I would really fucking be tapped in and be more partial to that fucking Source Awards, man. You know, the East Coast, West Coast, you know, when everybody came up on there and talked their shit. If I was sitting there and I was in the stage and I wasn't affiliated though, but I was just like, damn, dude, like this is what it is. This is fucking crazy. This is where we're going with this shit.
Right.
Like, okay, so now we choosing sides and shit. We're not collaborating.
Yeah.
We're not bringing anything new to the fucking, you know.
So what would you have done? Like, say you were a well-established rapper in the crowd, but like you were just as a spectator witnessing that shit. What would you do? Would you run on stage and say, "Hey, fuck all that. That shit ain't good for hip hop"? Would you?
Well,
I mean, that's what I'm kind of getting.
Well, I couldn't do it because fucking, you know, Andre already did that when he stepped up to the podium.
No, well, he was more back in the South, right? But like,
yeah, but he was saying the South, but I mean, he was just meaning that more for hip hop in general.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like when he came out with that speech there, he had already thought it through like a well-educated
So I
man.
think I could still visualize you going on after that, and it's just giving the spiel of just hip hop in general, not no East Coast, West Coast, South, none of that shit.
I mean, where's
hip hop in general? You know what I mean?
Where's the imagination in that there?
Yeah.
Where's the creativity there? We need people to change and grow when it comes to this music stuff. We can't make it all on our own. You know what I'm saying? Unless you know how to play every instrument in the world like Stevie Wonder, some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that motherfucking doing that. Playing the drums, the harp, the fiddle, unless you got it walking around like the piano dude in New York and shit, finding people to bust a rap with there. But no, you know what I mean? That
So
would be
the
one of
Source
my,
Awards would
the
be
Source
yours.
Awards would be my pivotal moment there for the show.
I think mine would be, and I did think about this the other day. I gave it a little bit of thought, and I think it would be interesting to see the upcoming of the Insane Clown Posse, right? Like just being there, seeing them record album, like the first Joker card up until like Ringmaster. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be there for that era. Like for those first three, you know what I mean? Like right before they got famous, like right before.
You want to see the thrive, the hunger.
And I wanted to
drive.
just see their creativity in the studio with like Mikey Clark and how they were putting together, like I saw an interview with Shaggy how they put together Toy Box, right, on Riddlebox, and they used like, I want to say like 60 samples from like a cartoon or some shit like that, or some shit like that, where
That's crazy.
they had to do, but then they had to redo every sample themselves because those ones were
Infringement
all
rights.
Yeah, they're all copywritten and stuff like that. So that was kind of interesting to see, like, oh, you guys copied this. I want to see one of you guys get back in the studio and recreate just not only the song, but just the effects that you had to go, all that
Super
stress, all
versatile.
that bullshit you guys had to go through to become one of the best independent groups in hip hop of all time. You know what I'm saying? And that's,
Right.
without a doubt, you know, they've laid the blueprint just as heavy as a Master P would have, or
Correct. Yeah.
what's another heavy independent entity that hip hop was introduced to? You know what I'm saying? Like they're in the top 3, guaranteed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, as far as merch, success there, you know what I mean? All of the above. The crazy spontaneity that they do with their tracks, you know what I mean? And then also being lyrically inclined there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They know what they're listening to on the West Coast. They know what's going down on the East Coast and the South. They know what's going on in Florida. You know what I mean? Like these gentlemen are pretty intelligent folks. And just because they look like clowns doesn't
And how did
mean
the
they're
Fago
clowns,
come out?
you know
That's
what
what I
I'm saying?
wanted to know too, like how the Fago came about. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's for a different. All
I tell you
right,
though, hey, solid, man.
It was a good one.
I can dig it.
all right. Question number 2: what's one hip hop myth, rumor, or story that you wish we knew the full truth about?
I mean, can we really?
I think we both might have the same one, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, from our time, I mean, I definitely want to figure out what happened to ODB.
Mm.
You know,
Okay.
because that one was right there, and he was ringing everybody, and I mean, he was getting the real spotlight in for the Tang. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
For the
remember
Wu
he
at the time.
got out of, was it jail or was it rehab that he got out of?
I think it was
Before he went to like Pharrell, when he was making the songs with Pharrell and all that shit.
I think it was rehab there because I remember he was in jail, but then he got out of jail, and then that's when he did like the MTV thing where he gets in the limo, goes and gets his stamps.
And he
right?
he signed to Def Jam at that point, wasn't he? Like when he got out.
I forgot.
I think he was signed. I think he was definitely signed to some. I think it was Rockefeller. Honestly, I think it was Rockefeller, dog. I think he had the rock chain, dog, when he first got out, and then.
And then
lo
now
and
he
behold,
gone.
He
You know
passed
what I mean?
away in
Yeah.
the studio off of a.
So that's one thing that
overdose.
I know that I really want to fucking figure out. You know what I'm saying? Or like get some clarity on, because that one's just like,
It was a rock chain, dog. I remember. Okay, so I think mine would be the mystery of Biggie and Tupac. I think we all deserve to know the exact closure on everything that happened between them two. It might even unfold on what happened to Big L or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I say with those 3, Big L, Big and Pac, for sure. I want to know the mystery on those 3.
Yeah. So those 3 for you. Mine be ODB there for sure. I mean, that one just still like bugs me. I'm like, because he was killing it. But anyway,
All right.
Rest in peace, all of them.
Question number 3, A Omega. Which artist's influence on hip hop is massively underrated, and what did they change that people overlook? Does that make sense? Like, yeah.
You go first.
Okay, so I'm gonna say,
Give me like a nice little rough out. No, just kidding.
I think I'm gonna go back to ICP on this, dog. I think ICP has created one of the biggest fan bases in hip hop history that has been the loyalist fan base in hip hop history since day one.
Right.
And it goes back, to the merch. They make like $3 to $4 million a year just on merch till this day without having to lift a finger. When they tour, they sell out every crowd. I just think that the influence that they had not only over like their fans, right, but over other rappers, I believe, even now in this era, the colored hair, the dreadlocks, the dark, eerie sounds that go with the hip hop beats. They all kind of sound like a remix of Dead Body Man to me or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking like Suicide Boys. You know what I mean? Like it seems like Suicide Boys try to be the new ICP, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And they succeeded. I think Suicide Boys is a really successful group, not taking anything away from them, but I think that ICP definitely laid the groundwork for a lot of these independent artists and these free thinking artists and these horrorcore artists and these even gorecore artists. I've heard that there's a new thing called gorecore, You know what I mean? Like, there's just so many subgenres nowadays.
Damn, I'm fucking getting old. Jeez.
That's why we're here, dog. We're here to be investigators. No matter how old we get, I don't give a fuck.
We're still here.
Bro, if we're 40, that means we experienced 40 years of hip hop. That means 40 out of the 50 years of hip hop we experienced, and we're still going, dog. Like,
That's fucking more than.
we're not behind on anything.
We're
dog.
right there. No, but I'm just saying, Gore there. That's some loco. That's some new wave shit there.
No, it is for real.
Yeah, mine there. Honest to Pete there. You know what I mean? One group that's, you know what I mean, usually probably overlooked there. You know what I mean? As far as like the Gorecore. Let's talk about the motherfucking one person there, or I should say a group that's overlooked there for really, really making the parental advisory shit stick in court. Okay.
Oh, 2 Live Crew?
Yep.
Hey.
You got it, my dog. They're
Hell
the
yeah.
2 Live fucking crew there. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't say a motherfucking thing. We couldn't even say motherfucker back in the day.
That
you
is
couldn't
true.
say bitch, ass, pussy, dick, cocksucker, motherfucker, cunt, bitch, fucking slob on the knob. You couldn't say none of that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? And like saying all them vulgar words, excuse me there. You know, I don't use that in my everyday vernacular.
So what
there,
he's
but actually
basically trying to say, all you sexy reds, all you Glorrillas, all you Doja Cats,
all you nasty
all you
girls
nasty
right now.
motherfuckers that rap nasty, you guys wouldn't be able to do that without Uncle Luke. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And that's a really good one, Omega. I'm glad you brought that one up.
Uncle Luke there, that's the one that went to the Supreme Court to fight for that shit. Banned in the USA. Go do some homework right now because Unc sent you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go check that shit out. You're going to like that. And of course, we
I
all
like that
know
one.
who was the nasty ass motherfucking the other grandpa. Too short.
Bitch! Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we all owe that to Uncle Luke, Too Short, the pioneers of the nasty shit, the vulgar shit, the pioneers of freedom of speech shit, and actually going to court to fight for the shit. And Ice-T, I believe, also was part of that too, where he was fighting for the rights
Fuck the
of
police.
being able to say whatever you wanted. Yeah. No, that was NWA. No, but it's all good.
He would say cop killer.
Yeah.
I'm the cop killer.
That was crazy. Body count. That was a crazy era. So if hip, all right, let's see. Let's get back to the actual.
Woo.
All right, hip hop question number 4. If hip hop had a Mount Rushmore based strictly on impact, this isn't personal favorites. Who are your 4 picks? Strictly impact hip hop.
Mount Westmore.
All of them?
All of them.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck there. I will. If fucking I know I got the money and I know there's fucking them brothers is close by, I'm gonna fucking go.
Okay.
That's a once in a lifetime fucking show.
So Ice Cube, Too Short, Snoop and 40, right?
Shit.
So
that's the fucking best of the fucking linguists on
and
the
they
West.
did. They had the biggest impact for all the West Coast for sure, and even worldwide now. You know, Snoop's a household name, Ice Cube's a household name, Too Short guaranteed's a household name by now, and E40 is just like one of those independent movements. Yeah, you can't stop 40 Water.
Oh man.
But yeah, so I guess
straight savage.
mine on straight impact, and people are gonna get mad, but I'm going off straight impact and my knowledge of hip hop and everything that I know and everything I have ever gathered up throughout the years. I'm gonna say KRS-One. I'm gonna say Ice Cube. I'm gonna say Nas, and I'm gonna say Tupac for sure. As far as impact, you know what I mean? Like it just impact in hip hop. Tupac had a really big impact as far as the West Coast and just opening up the eyes for people. You know what I'm saying? Nas for the East Coast, he is now deemed the best East Coast rapper of all time. Put out classic after classic. Definitely a voice for the streets, right?
Yes, sir.
KRS-One, innovator. You know, knowledge reigns supreme. Is just one of those cats that has gone endlessly to spread the knowledge of hip hop and everything that the culture had to bring before it became what it is now. And who was my 4th? I forgot.
Said Pac,
Nas, KRS,
and Stoner Moment.
You guys know what I said.
Take a pause for the cause.
You guys know who that 4th one is. But anyway, those will be my Mount Rushmore, just based strictly on impact. You know what I mean?
Reason why I did mine is because these guys are still around, man.
Yeah.
You know, the longevity of these guys and what they've done. I'm not saying that they, you know what I mean, but they figured it out to keep themselves around.
And that's an impact with it itself. Like,
to make them
be
the
able
most
to-
valuable players still to this day, fucking 30, 40 years later. You doing fucking something right. You don't fucking, you know, a mom and pop restaurant in the fucking Duke City doesn't last about 5, 10 years unless they're doing something right. You know what I'm saying? You get 20, 30 years, you're good.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But fucking A, solid, brother.
Hey, those are good Mount Rushmore.
Hell
for
yeah.
Sure. All right. What's something about today's hip hop culture that future historians will study 30 years from now? A Omega. I'm going to say flow. Hopefully, flow, cadences, different kinds of way to come up with stuff. You know, I think right now we hit a block of there's a certain style and everybody has it right now. And I bet you I couldn't mimic it live, but I could write that shit all day because it's a certain formula, right? But before all that, everybody had their own flow, their own cadence, their own creativity. And I think that's what I think people will study 30 years from now is if we're stuck in this cadence, right? In this flow, in this trappy, singy type, auto-tune type thing, right? Which I don't hate on.
No.
I think it sounds fine. But I'm saying if we're stuck in that flow for this long, the next 30 years, they're going to be like, remember Q-Tip's flow? Or do you remember like Big L's flow? Do you remember like Nas's original flow? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like I think
all of the above.
That's what's going to be studied in the next 30 years of hip hop, I believe, is what happened to the flow. You know what I mean?
Right. The decline of the flow, as we should say there. If you're looking at, you know, a college class there, look at the decline of flow 101, you know what I mean? And, you know, Professor Mega and, you know, Professor Val will be right here to guide you guys down the line, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let you know what's fucked up about it. And, you know, the truth is, they are going to study the flow, but they're also going to study the integrity of the beef.
Hey.
The way to get under the skin, the way that these words are put together to really
the Sun Tzu tactics.
Poke you in your peak.
The Machiavelli of Machiavelli.
Yeah. And not just putting it through Chat GPT or, you know what I mean, ripping off another flow or anything, but actually coming through, you know what I mean? That's the difference in how you used to come up with the flow on pen and pad.
Yep.
And you write that shit. You carry your notebook with you and you'd read over it.
And I truly
30
believe,
times before you went in the studio.
And I truly believe that each beat has a different flow to it, but it could still have your original cadence and your original style to it. You know what I'm saying?
To tend to you.
Yeah.
What you are capable of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't hit no Michael Jordan hee-hees or some
Michael Jackson hee-hees.
You know what I mean? Michael Jordan. Yeah, Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about.
No,
but
yeah,
man.
Hey. Bonus question, A Omega.
Here we go.
Is hip hop currently in a creative renaissance, or are we living off the influence of previous generations? We kind of just touched on this a little bit, but do you think everybody's stuck in a creative renaissance? Right, a renaissance means that everyone's kind of just stuck in doing the same thing for a minute. That's what we were just talking about, right? With that same kind of trappy, singy, auto-tuney kind of flow, right?
I would like to think not.
No.
Just because in the fact that there's so much abstract and awkward artists out there right now.
Right.
Which is really good because they're totally going against the grain.
And if they were living,
they're not going with the normal way the wheel is turning for them. They're saying, fuck you, I'm going to push the brakes and go the other way.
And if they were living off the influence of a previous generation, we would still see the flow that we just talked about. You know what I'm saying? And we do see it in certain people. You know, the Lupe Fiascos, the Cordays, or Carday, or what's his name? Corday.
Corday?
We do still see the flow in certain people, but it's like, I remember when we came up in hip hop, like that was the stature, like who could flow the best
and sound different
and have the illest beats is what made you the best rapper. Now it's like, how many bodies do you have, or how many bitches you fucked of your ops, or whatever the fuck the count that you guys are keeping with, or whatever the fuck, upping the score on each other, which probably means catching another body. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that went into
terminology.
All the creativity went into actual physical harm towards the other person instead of verbal altercation and showcasing your skill on the beat to show you that you're that much more better than the next guy, right?
And, you know, you guys take it way too fucking serious right now. There, you guys get
serious.
fucking, you know, it's like your mom told you to take out the trash and turn off your game, and you guys want to fucking go on a murder rampage.
Well, I'm glad you said that because it seems like they're taking the anger out from their single mom telling them what to do all the time.
Outside.
and then they take it outside, and then they go, well, I'm not going to fight no one because I can't even knock no one out because I'm skinny.
Jail.
So I'm going to shoot somebody to prove my point, and then now I'm in jail, and now you're getting handled by Big Bubba and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy, bro. It's a crazy cycle. So I think it's not stuck in a influence from previous generations. I believe only the select few are stuck in that. Not even stuck. They're like tributing that. You know what I mean? And
it's hard to let go of old fucking grudges.
And the new generation is just going on this rampage of everyone's an op and we're old heads and we're unks and we don't know shit about hip hop. And it's like, bro, like you wouldn't be rapping if KRS-One didn't start rapping, Grandmaster Flash didn't start rapping, all these legends that started rapping.
It all started from a seed.
Yeah, that influenced,
it all
you know what I mean?
Seed,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Just to let y'all grow, you know what I'm saying? Just to let y'all know. But, you know, they are in a creative little holdback, man. You know what I mean? Legitimately there, I feel like it's just the replication from what your friends do. So you sound like your friends to make it mold in. And, you know, that's all good and everything, you know what I mean? But when do you guys ever sit down and write together?
But it's like cheating, yeah. Like they just know that
yeah, the same rhythm. They're rhythm writing,
and that's all. And they're using the same ending words like cap, rap, dap, slap, spin the block,
hit the transition every once in a while, man.
Mop, you know what I mean? Like it's like there's no creativity to these new folks. Yeah, there's none of that shit.
Block, yeah, man, you don't do that.
On that note, this episode is brought to you by Bisco Chitos brand, the illest brand in New Mexico. Make sure you guys keep a lookout for the apparel that we're going to be dropping.
Woo, hot shit.
We're also brought to you by High Desert Relief. We are puffing on that Tropicana Cherry number 8. Feeling super great tonight. Make sure you guys go check them out. Pod 5 off to get $5 off any purchase, any location. High Desert Relief. Make sure you guys go check them out. We're also brought to you by
Polite's Bodega there, you know what I'm saying? You're looking for some of those exotic backwoods, you know what I mean? Always fresh in the hood. You know what it is. You know what to do. If you're looking for also any kind of glass accessories there, maybe you need a mod real quick. Maybe you need a vape. You know what I'm saying? They're going to hook you up, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell them A Omega and Val sent you, man. They're going to teach you right. I promise you.
We're also brought to you by Ism, the clothing brand that makes your clothing brand a clothing brand. We got the new print on tonight. Time is money because, you know, time is money, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We put in the time. Next step is the money. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe. Make sure you tell all your homies about tonight's episode. Make sure you have them all subscribed. We're jumping up hundreds of subscribers every week, which is very, very lovely. So thank you guys very, very much.
We love y'all.
I just want to tell you guys, this has been one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life as far as bringing content and something original to the people, A Omega, and I want to commend you for that. We're also brought to you by X7 Supply and Lotus Fightwear. Make sure you guys go check them out. The premier brand when it comes to activewear. You know, if you want to be comfortable while you're working out, or if you're a Muay Thai or Jiu-Jitsu guy and you're in the gym, you want something comfortable, hit up X7 Supply and Lotus Fightwear for sure.
Yeah, gonna hook you up right, man. Nice fitting.
All right, Omega. We're gonna go to break. When we come back, we're gonna talk about Charlamagne the Fraud and others. Sit tight.
Charlamagne's ass for once.
Roll a blunt. We're gonna see why Charlamagne is not only Donkey of the Year, but possibly Donkey of the Century. Welcome back. Episode 46, Blunt Kings Podcast. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle. It's my boy.
A Omega with the funky dope flavor, baby. You already know. We got some smooth shit to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? What we're talking about before we went to break, you know what I'm saying? Hip-hop creativity and the Renaissance, you know what I'm saying? We talked about, you know what I mean? A bunch of shit there. Big
Oh, fuck that shit, A Omega. Charlamagne the Fraud? What the fuck? So we're playing the Epstein Island fucking song for Charlamagne Tha God tonight because we just found out, well, there's, you know, circulated allegations since 21 or 2001. I'm so sorry.
Charlamagne.
Sexual assault allegation against Charlamagne Tha God. Jessica Reed alleged that she was sexually assaulted at a party in South Carolina when she was 15 years old. Charlamagne was initially charged with criminal sexual conduct with a minor in 2002. He pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and the sexual assault charge was dismissed as part of a plea agreement. Charlamagne has repeatedly denied sexually assaulting Reed, but we all know, why would you settle? You know what I mean? Like, if you settle, you're automatically saying
you already said I did
you were in the
there.
vicinity and that it was a possibility that it could have happened. You know, it said that the allegations were
You buzzed, she buzzed.
allegations of providing alcohol that had a drug substance in it. You know, GHB or whatever the case.
Oh yeah.
Reed and witnesses alleged that she was given a drink at a party that caused severe impairment. Some reports and later civil filings alleged the drink may have been spiked with something. Charlamagne has denied wrongdoing regarding the assault allegations again. Let's see. The case reopened in 2018 where Reed publicly sought to have the case reopened. South Carolina prosecutors said the criminal case could not be reopened because it had already been resolved through the plea agreement.
Okay.
And then number 4, there was DNA evidence. The controversy behind that. Court documents reported in 2018 indicated that no DNA matching Charlamagne was found in the rape kit evidence. So, I guess there
it
you have
is.
it. You know what I mean?
There
Like,
it is. There you didn't do it.
That's the ultimate defining factor. You know, I would love to come on here all day and just bash Charlamagne, right? But when you find out that there was no DNA, there's nothing going on, there's no proof, and it's just allegation, hearsay, word of mouth, whatever the case may be.
Yep.
You know, you have to just sit back and be like, okay, well, he, I guess, got away with this one or didn't even do this one. You know what I'm saying? So sorry to Miss Reed, but there's plenty of people out there that have been blamed for the same thing, and we all found that it was not true. So
Yeah, and it's a double-edged sword there, you know what I mean? You're guilty until proven innocent in America now.
yeah.
You are guilty until proven innocent there. Clip that open.
It's not the other way around. It's no longer innocent to or proven guilty. You're automatically guilty.
You're guilty until you're proven
you
innocent.
have the proof
there.
or the no proof to say that you are innocent.
Yep. And that's the shit doesn't work like that anymore, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? He got some justice there, knowing that he can rest easy there and know that he didn't do it there because none of that DNA matched up to his.
Hey.
So, but again, sorry, unfortunate for the victim there, Miss Reed.
All right, topic number 2. Was Kanye trying to show us that the sky is a projection project in his newest concert in Turkey? I did see the clip. Hey, Omega, did you see the clip where where the beat dropped and then it looked like the identical sky
That
above
shit,
the whole arena?
I was like waiting for the fucking chemtrails to start popping off and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what the fuck is that there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, again, another show out of country, Turkey, dude, they're eating it up out there, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man. But, yo, again, we talk about all this stuff all the time out on the other show, you know what I'm saying, on the Crash Out, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, Kanye there, he's a very smart man, you know what I mean? He knows some things that a lot of people don't there. You know, he definitely goes against the grain and the ideology of the way that society thinks, and they don't like an outcast in the way that Kanye is because he is influential and he knows people. The higher ups know when he speaks, people listen.
Yeah.
Let's put it like that.
Yeah,
But anyway.
fans on social media have interpreted the visuals as references to the firmament theory, simulation theory, the idea that the sky is a projection or a dome, hidden messages about reality and perception. However, those interpretations are coming from fans and conspiracy communities, not from Kanye himself. But, you know, Kanye does it for us. Bless you. Kanye does that for us. You know what I mean? Like
he has that voice to say
no
it.
conspiracy theory starts without a theory, right? You know what I mean?
There's truth.
Or a conspiracy behind what somebody may or may have not been seen doing behind doors, or information from the higher ups, or whatever the case may be.
It all starts with a little bit of truth there.
So, yeah, it said fans are speculating that Kanye's new concert visuals featuring giant cloud formations, globe projections, and artificial sky imagery are hinting at theories that our reality is staged or projected but Ye is dropping clues. Or is Ye dropping clues, or are fans just reading deeper into the meanings to the avant-garde stage design that Kanye did design? You know what I'm saying? So it is possible that Kanye does like to talk to his conspiracy type fans like this, so that way we could jump on here and talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying? So what do you guys think?
I think he's a genius. You know, he really is.
And I think he's tapped in with the people that are so anti-America and so anti-establishment, right? Anti-corporate, that are anti even all this evil shit that we've been talking about on Crash Out the Sitcom. You know what I mean? Like everything that involves kids and trafficking and all that shit. So maybe he is really trying to just blow the lid off everything, so that way everybody can finally maybe have some kind of revolt of some sort, you know.
Maybe they're trying to do him like Michael.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go against it. Not be involved with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And be like, fuck that. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break it down for everybody. Because he has kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it seems like mom's involved with the kids.
All right, topic number 3. Drewski, is he the most consistently funny creator in entertainment history? Hey, Omega, what do you think?
Bro, this motherfucker is hilarious. I would like to sit down with this motherfucker. They love me out here. I would fucking love to sit down with Drewski there and just fucking talk over some real shit, some bullshit, and then get into some fucking funny, stupid ass comedic shit.
When I seen him dancing with the butt eyes when you sent me the clip, I was like,
fucking that's AO all
this
day.
is AO all day.
Yep.
I raised these spickers.
That's me, baby. I raised these speakers, man. Come on, Unc. You know.
But yeah,
I inspired them, man.
Definitely Drewski's newest hits keep hitting every time that they drop. Whether he's parodying rappers, athletes, influencers, podcasts, or everyday situations, he seems to have his finger on the pulse of internet culture to a T. And
that motherfucker don't miss.
Shout out to Drewski. You know what I'm saying? You are definitely one of the funniest people I've seen on the internet in quite some time. You know what I mean? As far as like the skit makers, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's personalities out there that are just naturally funny, you know, the Tekashis and the ABs and shit like that, right? But when you have somebody that knows how to put a skit together and he gathers up the right amount of people and the right looking type of people, and he's like, I just want to know the conversation he has, like when he went into like the nail salon. Like, hey, is it cool if I pretend to be Chinese for a second and then do the nail salon shit real quick, and it'll be funny? Don't worry, I'll get you guys' business a bunch of hits. Don't worry, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna pay you guys I'll give you guys a salary.
Yeah.
You know, a whole week's pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they're like,
and I'll make sure. And then you're gonna have a bunch of people coming in with the business.
Drewski, I love you, Drewski. Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
No, but that's I just want to see those conversations. Like, hey, to the makeup artist, even, hey, can you make me look like a redneck NASCAR guy? Because I want to be in there NASCAR like that.
Well, again, too,
overalls and you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like how I figured the way that me and you and our brain work, he would be an interesting conversation person to have fucking with us there. You know what I mean? When we really break down some shit, or you know, even to have some kind of input on that. I fucking bet you down the dollar there. We hook it up with him, and it'll be over with.
Oh yeah.
With me, you, Drewski.
It just takes,
that would be retarded.
Just takes the right stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, like I think people underestimate how impulsively funny that we can be. You know?
Man.
But anyway,
imitating, mimicking, like the way that we. You know, even just with our vocals, like the way that we do the
imitations, yeah.
Like it would be.
What makes Drewski comedy connect with so many different audiences? With everybody asking, is Drewski one of the funniest personalities in hip hop culture right now?
Yes.
Is another question on the table. I would say so. Has anyone mastered social media comedy better than Drewski over the past 5 years? I don't think so. Maybe Tekashi would probably be a close second, as far as like when Tekashi put like the Britain 21 Savage skit together, like that was that was a close second.
When
you know what I mean?
Signing with the quill.
Yeah, and he was naming his real name and shit. That shit was hilarious. And then let's see, which Drewski character or skit is the most iconic to you, A Omega?
Oh, for me, they're definitely the church ones.
The pastor.
Yeah, the pastor, dog.
The mega church pastor.
That one hit me too hard, and I was like, yo, I mean, I loved when he did the the white boy there. You know what I'm saying? My brothers on the other side.
The bottom of my shoes are a Christian Louboutin red because I've been walking in the blood of Christ all day.
That's what I'm just saying, dude. We laughed so hard. It was like, y'all really want a revolution? Whoop, whoop. Do you really want a revolution? You know what I'm saying? And I was with it because, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen that, and you know, me and you, especially, man, we've been on this earth for so long. We've seen.
I like
that,
the albino,
you know?
or like the mixed kid, right? The one where it was like half from the hood, half from the
Oh
suburbs.
yeah. When he was dressed up in all black, with ready to go.
Yeah, that shit's funny, dog. That shit's hilarious. Okay,
Ready to
so
go pull a lick on the op and shit.
another question: could Drewski successfully transition from skits to movies and television full time? I wouldn't want to see Drewski in a movie. Because someone's writing for him, right? You like. No matter what.
I think he would be good in a movie if he has a very small role. And he doesn't need to be a major role. Yeah. He doesn't need to be a main character, but if he has a minor role,
and it would have
or
to
maybe
be
even
something
a cameo appearance,
quick and impulsive. Yeah, it can't be scripted.
Yeah, he's got to be like the like
he
the
has
wash
to script it. Yeah,
at the wash.
Like
Let's
when
say
Eminem, like Eminem, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he washing down the car like, hey man, what you need, man?
Yeah.
Okay, I want the seats done in this, and you know, wipe down the sides.
Yeah,
okay,
that would be a good
I
one.
got you, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
Like he needs to be like a short span character, not a main character.
Yeah, the second somebody starts writing for a comedian and they're trying to write like,
it never goes good.
I think he would say this. Like, it's
no,
we could
it doesn't
tell.
go good.
You know what I mean? Because they always have the same formula. All right. Is Drewski's success proof that creators can become bigger stars than traditional comedians? Yes. They are saying that streamers and these online personalities and influencers and content creators are definitely making just as much money as your favorite actor or your favorite rapper, your favorite athlete, even. You know what I mean? Like they said that what's his name, Speed, probably I think is just as worth as much as Drake right now. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
I Show Speed.
Yeah. So just think about that. Let that sink in.
And not to mention it's global. I mean, that fool just going everywhere he can, talk. You know what I mean? Like crazy.
Yeah. So
circulation.
In all reality, Drewski skits are so accurate because he doesn't just make jokes. He studies the culture. He's in the modern day version of a sketch comedy legend. Or is this just social media making the impact seem bigger than it really is? No, I think he really is hilarious. I think he's one of those funniest people that he could even do like a mannerism real quick to like a basketball player, and it's just instantly.
And y'all gonna
funny.
catch it.
Yeah,
we're all gonna catch it.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's so obvious.
He just fucking hits every time there. Yeah, he when he sees it, he calls it and he acts on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's on the real for sure. But Drewski there, yeah, man, I fucking like that newest Unk one wearing that North Carolina fucking jacket.
Yeah, shout out to Drewski, bro.
Fucking funny as shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though you tall ass fucking brother with the motherfucking, yeah, you got the Vice Lords, the Baby Lords hair. Vice Lords, Baby Lords.
All right, let's see. Topic number 4 for the night. Dame Dash responds to Jay-Z's recent freestyle at the Roots picnic. To Dame Dash's recent interviews at the Art of Dialogue, he spent a lot of time discussing his history with Jay-Z, Rockefeller, loyalty, ownership, all their decades, the long fallout. Dame argues that business decisions and control issues led to the collapse of their partnership, while also revisiting long-running disputes about the Rockefeller era. Hey, Omega, did you see the clips from the interview?
No. So man, Dame Dash, I've been busy.
He went out on an interview for a podcast called The Art of Dialogue, right? And he's basically just discussing not only the freestyle and how he was disappointed in this version of Jay-Z, but he's also questioning, is Jay-Z broke right now? Because, you know, a lot of people speculate that Jay-Z wasn't going to come out unless he really, really had something to say, or unless they paid him to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things that's up in the air right now in hip hop. A lot of people are on Jay-Z's side. A lot of people are on Dame Dash's side. Me personally, I'm siding with Dame Dash. I know you probably do as well. But more recently,
you are correct.
After Jay-Z's freestyle at the Roots picnic appeared to take shots at Dame, Dame responded in the Art of Dialogue interview. He criticized Jay-Z's performance, said he found it embarrassing that Jay was still performing at 56, and suggested that Jay mentioned
He's
him
56.
because,
I thought he was 52.
Yeah, he's 56. So I guess he suggested that Jay mentioned him because his name still generates attention. Which is true. You know, Dame Dash is responsible for not only Jay-Z, but he's responsible for Kanye West, Kevin Hart, and what's that other guy? I forgot. He's like another entertainment mogul for sure that Dame Dash introduced to the game. But
that's fucking crazy.
yeah, so Dame Dash versus Jay-Z, was Rockefeller's breakup the biggest what if in hip hop history? Because, you know, I do think that, like, you know, Dame Dash really did surge Rockefeller the way it was supposed to be surged. You know, they said,
yeah, he pumped everybody. Everybody had their fucking limelight there. He was doing it, making sure that everybody on the album or everybody on the track, the features there, you know what I mean? They were running and gunning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up there. I mean, who else had fucking movies back in the day besides them?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Besides like the hip hop like community in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like them cats that we all know paid in full and this and that, you know what I mean? Like, you know, Bally came along first and then it paved the way for them to do state property.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Paid in full in state property were Rockefeller Films for sure.
There we go.
And let's see. So we're gonna go down to these questions, A Omega. Who is more important to Rockefeller's success? Is it Dame Dash or Jay-Z? Dame Dash, right?
Right.
Let's see. Could Rockefeller have become bigger than every other label in hip hop if they had stayed together?
Absolutely.
Yes. Why do people still care about Dame Dash and Jay-Z Fallout 20 years later? Because I think it's because the narrative that people try to spin about Dame Dash, like they try to make him out to be like some bum or like some uncreative guy, when he was the one that we were just saying earlier is the one that launched Rockefeller to be where it was. They said Jay-Z would have stayed a backpack rapper doing the like kind of raps instead of what he turned into from Reasonable Doubt on. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So it's just, you know, I believe that Dame Dash told him we need to go with that pimp player mafioso persona that everybody was starting to curate at the time, you know, only built for Cuban links, or when Biggie first came out on some Frank White shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all there.
And then he was killing it with the features.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got the Foxy Brown feature there, and that's when everything really started to pop off for him there. You know what I mean? And then he got the fucking, you know, Hard Knock Life, and that really changed his life.
So another question, does Dame Dash deserve more credit for building Jay-Z's career, or has history credited the right people that Jay-Z has given credit to? I think it all belongs to Dame Dash, dude. Like I said, like he told him to be the mafioso. He told him to rap about the baller lifestyle shit that he was already on at the time. Yeah. Like if people hear that shit, they're gonna love you, Jay. Do that shit. Don't be doing that skibbity boo bop doobie doo. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, kind of like the same way that Biggie was doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yo, man, I mean, you can only, you know, we got to give him something for the radio. You could talk about, you know what I mean, this and that, but we got to give him something for the, you know, some radio play, man. I can't, you know, even though the sound sounds whack and you want to get crazy with the ill style, with the real, wow, you know what I mean? And then, you know what I mean? You can't be like, I'm hooking him up. I'm smoking the room over here. I got the gun up top. You know what I mean? Like, for real.
Yeah.
I got you on that there. But so
yeah,
I mean, Dame is the one that hooked all the sessions up.
Yeah.
Dame's the one that.
If they were to sit down, A Omega, what will, like, for a final conversation, what would you want the final question to be answered? Like, what question would you want to be answered between them? Mine would be like, why the fuck did we fall out over some Leo Cohen shit type shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want answered. You know, why? Well, how did it became from two brothers being partners in this crime shit? You know, not even crime shit, but like, you know, partners in crime,
real shit,
partners in
real
rhyme.
shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
to letting a corporate entity enter and tell Jay-Z that now I could give you all of the fame, I can give you all of the influence, I can give you all of everything you ever wanted, and then that's how it happened. Jay-Z had to follow suit for the guys in the suits, and the rest was history after that, I believe.
The only thing I want to know is how much did they get you for, dog? How much did they get you for?
Yeah, what was that? What was that starter?
Day?
What was that starting fee to get you off?
How much did they fucking offer your ass? That's all I want to know, my B. All I want to know, dog. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, dog.
Yo, that's been our show for the night, A Omega. It's been a wonderful episode 46 of Blunt Kings podcast.
Word is bomb.
Thank you guys for watching. You know, tune in Thursday morning for Crash Out the Sitcom, but make sure you guys like, subscribe, send the links off to your homies in different cities. Let's get this shit spreading. You know what I'm saying? We're here to wake people up. We're here to deprogram people. We're here to show you that two hip hop historians could think for themselves and be blunt as fuck, no matter the bias. There ain't no biasness. The only people we like are Big K.R.I.T on this episode. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
and Dame Dash, you know.
Like that, Speaker Man.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's simple as that. You know, we're here to tell the truth. We're here to expose what needs to be exposed. We're here to talk about what needs to be talked about.
And nothing but the truth.
Yeah, and if you guys have anything you guys want us to talk about that we may have missed over the past 46 episodes, drop it in the comments. You know what I'm saying?
We'll take care of you. Trust me on that.
With that being said, this episode is brought to you by Bisco Cheetos brand, the illest brand in New Mexico. Make sure you guys keep an eye out for our apparel that's going to be dropping this summer, this fall, this winter. We're also brought to you by High Desert Relief, the premier cannabis dispensary in New Mexico. We are smoking on that Tropicana Cherry number 8, feeling super great. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys go check them out. Pod 5 off takes $5 off any purchase, any location. Make sure you guys go check them out for sure. We're also brought to you by
Polite's Bodega there, you know what I'm saying? You're looking for them backwoods, you know what I mean, with the funky dope flavor, like your boy. Go ahead and hook them up there, you know what I'm saying? Go check them out. You're looking for some glass there, you know what I'm saying? You're looking for a pack of smokes, maybe an e-cig real quick. Drop in, you know what I'm saying? I'll guarantee they got something for you there, you know what I mean? And plus also they got a good selection of memorabilia and kind of like cool shit there. So go tap in, go check them out.
We're also brought to you by Ism, the clothing brand that makes your clothing brand a clothing brand. We're sporting that Time is Money, the new print. Make sure you guys go check them out on Instagram, Ism. We're also brought to you by X7 Supply and Lotus Fightwear. Make sure you guys check them out for all your active wear, all your comfortable gym wear. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys go check that shit out. It's been a wonderful show, A Omega.
Hit him with the right!
Next week, we got you on the Crash Out for sure. Thursday morning, make sure you guys go check that out. You guys have a wonderful night. This is episode 46 of Blunt Kings Podcast.
In the mix.
Make sure you guys tune in every Monday morning, 4:20 a.m. Blunt Kings Podcast.
Your early